Good morning, Copper Basin. Today is Monday, November 10th, 2014. I'm Reed O'Neill.
And I'm Tristan Stowell, and this is CBTV News at 9.
On today's show, we'll be talking about the canned food drive, and as always, your sports fact.
Now let's get started.
There's a canned food drive going on now through next Friday. Middle school and high school will compete against each other in donations. Donations are also accepted. $1 equals 1 can. The winning class, as always, gets pizza party. So now, let's go over the weather.
Today is going to be sunny with highs in the upper 50s and 60s and south winds 10 miles per hour or less. Tonight will be clear with lows in the mid-30s to mid-40s and light winds. Tuesday is Veterans Day and it's going to be sunny with highs in the 60s in the higher elevations to the lower 70s in the valleys. Southwest winds will be at 10 miles per hour or less. Now let's get back to the anchors.
Thanks for the weather, Riley. Let's go over to a PSA.
3D printing is this amazing new technology where you can take a 3D digital file and with the click of a button use that file to create an actual physical 3D part. So how does a 3D printer work? The first step is to get a 3D file, and you can get your 3D file in one of two ways. One, you can simply download the file from the internet. The second way is you can design your own 3D part. The software is going to slice your part up into layers. By building a part layer by layer, you're able to create a plastic part in 3 dimensions, and the possibilities are limited only by your imagination. People will create their next big invention, or engineers and designers create small production runs or little prototypes. Teachers can use it to print out teaching aids. If a teacher is doing a little lesson on a ship, they can actually print out a sailing ship and pass it around the class, and people print out things for around the house. iPhone cases are pretty big. You break a towel hook, you can print out a new one. We want to make 3D printers at a price that the average person can afford and also easy to use. We're already seeing late stage early adoption of 3D printing, but for me the exciting thing.
If you go to a highway diner in western Pennsylvania and ask if they've seen the Green Man, you might hear some silverware clanking on the floor. The Green Man, or Charlie No Face, is a long-standing urban legend of a green glowing supernatural entity or demon that wanders the back roads at night. The legend is based on a real person, Raymond Robertson, who was nearly fatally injured in an electric accident when he was young and lost his eyes, nose, 1 ear, and 1 arm. His skin was badly damaged. It gave off a strange hue, which is where the green come from in the Green Man. Ostracized from society, Raymond walked the county roads of western Pennsylvania by night because this was the only time he could go outside without causing mass hysteria. Now let's go over to sports.
We have a playoff game this Friday. We'll play the winner at South Pitt in Clay County. Admission to the game is $8. Everyone pays to get in. The middle school also has a basketball game this Thursday against Coker Creek. So come out and support your Cougars. Your sports fact for today is John L. Sullivan, the fighter from the overly manly man, fought in a bare-knuckle boxing match that lasted 75 rounds before he won. Sullivan died from a heart attack on February 2nd, 1918. When Sullivan was buried, the ground was frozen so hard that they had to blast out the grave with dynamite. Jake Kilran, who served as a pallbearer, said old John would have approved. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks for the sports, Sean. That's kind of a really neat fact.
Blowing out a grave
buried
with
with
dynamite.
Man, yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, let's head over to lunch.
Okay, today for lunch, in line 1, we'll be having chicken tenders, cream potatoes, beans, fruit, juice, and milk. In line 2 is pizza, corn on the cob, beans, fruit, juice, and milk. For breakfast tomorrow is either burritos or cereal and muffin, fruit, juice, and milk. And that's all for lunch.
Just close your eyes and let me lead. Follow
Lunch sounds pretty good. I do like the chicken nuggets. They're all right.
Yeah.
Let's go over to a sponsor ad.
Deep in a forest called the Quag lurk bloodthirsty beasts that hunt down all who enter. The village of Wormwood is surrounded by this wooded nightmare. That is why no one has ever left the village. No one has ever dared. To enter the Quag means certain death. Enter Vega Jane's world as she discovers that the village of Wormwood is built on lies, even if it costs her her life. The Finisher by master storyteller David Baldacci is available at your Scholastic Book Fair.
Progress reports are to go out today.
There will be a basketball game tomorrow at Richard Hardy.
The winter formal dance will be December 19th.
Book fair will be going on all week.
Also, our 3D printer, we are now at $1,715 towards the $2,500 needed. There are
We have
6 days left.
days.
So everyone, please share it, like it, everything you can. Donate $1, $2, $10, whatever you have. Be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all we have for announcements. Well, another news. Do you know why blinds can't add 10 plus 5 on a calculator?
Why?
They can't find the 10 key.
That's mean and rude.
That's all the time we have for today's show.
We'll see you tomorrow on CBTV News at 9.